Okay, I'm gonna make this video so you can watch this while you're taking the quiz or before the quiz. Hopefully you don't watch it after, but your quiz is just gonna be combining like terms, and I'm gonna take a test grade on it because y'all can do this. It is not that difficult. It should be a very easy test grade. But I'm gonna look at some of these just as a refresher on how to do it. So, for example, this one, I've got 2x plus 11 negative 2x plus 11 plus 6x. Okay, so I've got a number with the variable, a number, and a number with the variable. Okay, so the triangles can be combined and the circle could only be combined with another circle. However, there's not one of those. Make sure if you are doing this, if this is the method you use, you have got to include the sign that's in front of that number. Okay, because that's going to help you know what to put in your calculator when you combine them. Okay, so if I'm going to combine the only things that can be combined, negative 2 and positive 6, I know you probably know this, but if you were to plug it in your calculator, you'd want to plug in negative 2 plus 6. Okay, and so that's going to be 4, and make sure you write your variable. Okay, so when I combine those two, I get 4x. 11, like I said, couldn't be combined with anything because there's not another number there by itself. And so 4x plus 11 would be my answer. Let's look at some more. Okay, so like this one, I've got negative v plus 12v. Okay, so if there's no number in front of your variable, it's like there's an imaginary one there. So if you were to put this in your calculator just to double check, you would say negative 1 plus 12. Okay, and that would be 11v. Okay, here's one that's got 4. Okay, so I've got a variable, a number, and a variable. And see, when I do this, I'm including the signs in front of those numbers. Okay, so I'm going to combine my variables first. So that would be 1 minus 5. Okay, so 1 minus 5. Negative 4, and I'm going to keep the variable on it. And then I would put 4 minus 9 in the calculator. And that would be negative 5. And that would be my answer. Okay, so let's look at a distributive one. So, for example, I'm going to look at number 24. This was from y'all's worksheet the other day. Good. Okay, that's good. Okay, so I've got 10 minus 5, and then in parentheses, 9n minus 9. So remember, this number that's on the outside of the parentheses is going to be multiplied by everything on the inside. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and bring down 10 and then this minus sign. Okay, so 5 times 9 is 45, and then that one had a variable, so I'm going to bring it with that number. 5 times negative 9 is negative 45. So I'm going to write, if my pen will work, I'm going to write minus 45. Okay, because I multiplied this times this, and then this times this. So this is my new expression I'm looking at. Okay, now I want to combine the like terms because it's not as small as it can get. When you combine like terms, you want one number and one variable, or one number with a variable. Okay, so I'm going to triangle circle this mess. Okay, so my triangle, my variable, it's good to go. There's nothing I can combine it with, so that's going to be what it is. But in the calculator, I can combine my numbers, and so you would put in 10 minus 45, and that would be negative 35. Okay. Okay, this one's kind of ugly, and I don't think there's any this quite this ugly on your quiz, but same thing. I'm going to multiply. I'm going to distribute this 9 to everything on the inside of that parentheses. Okay, so negative 9 times 6 is negative 54, and that had a variable on it, so I'm going to include that. Okay, then negative 9 times negative 3, okay? So negative 9 times negative 3 would be a positive 27. And then I've got a whole nother set that I need to combine. I need to distribute this 6. Okay, so 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 4m is 24m. And I put a plus sign because it's positive. All right, so now I can combine my like terms. I've got 2 variables and 2 numbers. Okay, so I'm gonna, just so my brain can see that these are 2 separate things. Okay, so combine your variables first. So in your calculator, put in negative 54 plus 24. And that's gonna be negative 30m. And then you want to put 27 plus 6. Okay, and that's 33. And that's your answer. Okay.